Yo, what's the deal? What's going on, man? Went live yesterday. Pretty productive day. Um, a lot of spots we hit. We hit. I had a few spots straight in a few spots. A bankroll builder that we did that smacked. Could have hit a couple more parlays too, man. But hey, it is what it is, right? So today I might go live. Got a haircut appointment today. Might go live. We'll see, right? But today I got a few plays. What I'll do today is if anything, I'll put some in the community section if I don't go live for sure. And probably still gonna put some in the community section either way it go, especially for the members, right? And I got a few plays that I'm looking at, and a few official plays that I probably can't deny, right? So let's get straight to it, right? First game on the docket we're looking at. Let's see. Uh, And the tool that I'll be using most of the time is Outlier with the bar graphs and stuff like that. You can get a look at the link in my description, and you could you can get a free trial for a week using my code there. So I definitely get a kickback. You already know the deal with that, but it is what it is. I use this tool frequently. Houston Rockets at Indiana Pacers here. We got 242 over under in this spot. No Fred VanVleet, things of that nature. But looking at this game here, let me get it. Yeah, so hold up. Yeah, so no Fred VanVleet. Tyree Easton is out as well, right? So I'm looking at, and I don't know what you can get this for on Prize Picks. Let's take a look. Let's go to the points category here. It's a few guys that I'm really looking at here, man. That I really couldn't talk you off of. Now, Jabari Smith, I really like the points, so it's definitely a lean here. Over the course of the season, power forwards have been faring well versus Indiana Pacers over the course of the season. They're giving up the most points to the power forward position. That's over the course of the season. However, the last 7 days, last 2 weeks, last 30 days, they have been better. So it's a lean, but it's definitely a lean, right? Um, um, we can look at we can also look at Alperen Sengun and uh, Miles Turner's points. I think these guys are in a good spot here. Along, and I couldn't even talk you off the points prop for Jalen Green. So here's a few things that I'm going to look at. Right, I'm looking at now. I couldn't talk you off the points, like I said, for Opera Sengun. I lean towards the over there too. I lean towards the over points for Jalen Green. Um, you could also look at the threes as a parlay piece for Jalen Green, sitting at 1.5 at a minus 154. I don't mind getting there. Miles Turner, his points proper sitting at what is it, 14 and a half, 15 and a half. It's doable. He's hit this number, I think, twice versus his team. Once this year, maybe once last year. I could probably pull up those numbers. So that's something that you could definitely look at, right? So points here, head to head. I look at these head to head numbers. First of all, he's 6 to 10. This number on the season. Alper Sengun is not my favorite defender. I'll tell you that. He's one of my favorite players. But he's hit this number right here, December 26th. He went for 18 points in 3 games straight. He's went over numbers versus this team, right? So that's another thing that you can look at. He does step out and hit the three. Last time these two teams played, he hit two threes. And then Alperen Sengun, you can look at his points or you can look at his double-double, right? He's got a double-double in 9 of his last 10 games. A head-to-head in this matchup, he's got his last time these two teams played, he did have a double-double. Last time these two teams played, but it is what it is, right? Points-wise, he had 30 points versus this team last time these two teams played on the 26th, so he's more than capable of hitting this number. And then the rebounds, well, he had a double double, so of course he hit his rebound prop. His rebounds was sitting, he had ended up getting 16 rebounds. So historically, he's did pretty good versus this team, 8, 9, and 16 rebounds. So I couldn't talk off the double double. And like I said, double doubles, he had six. He had 9 double doubles out of his last 10 games. He's in fuego right now. Um, so yeah, next game on the docket here, we're gonna look at so the Dallas Mavericks and the Brooklyn Nets game, I'm gonna save that for later on. It's gonna be I got some juicy stuff for this game. I'll say this for later on, right? Memphis Grizzlies and the New York Knicks, right? I haven't even like, bro, like, cut it out. Just look. I mean, what you see is what you get, right? Of course, you can look at the you can look at the rebounds for Josh Hart, which is sitting at a 9.5 and 11.5 for Isaiah Hartenstein. Last time these two teams played, Isaiah Hartenstein, I think he had 20 rebounds versus this team, right? Um, so it's a lot. What you see is what you get. Take the players for what they do. The same players, man. You're looking for threes. You're looking at DiVincenzo, right? You're looking at assists. You're looking at Jalen Brunson, right? Just stick to the plan, okay? Jalen Brunson's assistant at 7.5. He's been flirting with this number all season long. It's just it's just what they're gonna do. So let me go over this one more time, right? Um, Rebounds. Josh Hart has been a rebounder demon. He's got double-digit rebounds in 4 straight games. Almost hit the double-digit rebounds right here, but he had 9. But like I said, versus Charlotte, Utah, Indiana, and Lakers, that was pretty impressive right there. Versus the Lakers, he ended up having 11 rebounds, but it is what it is. We know what he does, right? So, I couldn't talk you off that number there for him. He's a double-double, triple-double candidate. Triple-double candidate sometimes too. Jalen Brunson. Here's a guy that's just been killing it in the points category. He's been killing his points prop sitting at 32.5. And you can look at the assists, right? The assists, like I said, a lot of people don't look at him for assists, but 3 of his last 5 games, he's hit this 7.5 number. Head to head versus his team. Last 2 matchups versus his team, even though they were last year, he had 9 assists in both games, right? They'll be leaning on him to do, most of the heavy lifting offensively. So it is what it is. Dante DiVincenzo, the 3 ball has been in fuego, right? You can look at the threes for him. Last 10 games, sitting at 4.5 right now in some books. I don't know if I'll get to the 4.5, but it's proof has been in the pudding. 3 of his last 4 games, 4 games, four. He's had 4 threes or better in 4 games straight. 5 threes or better in 3 of his last 5. So it is what it is. With that, you can live bet that situation if you want, but it is what it is, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? Raw points, you could let him for raw points as well. And then, like I said, Isaiah Hartenstein, he's been a rebounding machine this year. Um, as you can see, his rebound sitting at 11.5. You could also go to a double for him. It's just amount of him getting to the points prop. So the double for him is sitting at plus 130 right now. He's had a double in 3 of his last 10 games. Head to head versus this team. Last time these two teams played on January 13th, he did end up having a double. So that's plus 130 right there. So it is what it is with that spot. Okay. But he's been rebounding the ball phenomenally. And like I said, head to head versus this team, last time these two teams played, he had 20 rebounds on January 13th. Okay. So, hey, I didn't really have to go through these numbers with you guys because we know what the Knicks have been doing. You know what I'm saying? They just had a crushing loss versus the Lakers, which snapped their win streak, but it is what it is. And minus 1,500 favorites right now. Whew, I can't go nowhere near that. Uh, Orlando Magic and Miami Heat here. I don't have too many plays for this game, but I was really looking at the 10.5 points for Wendell Carter, right? And or you could look at his threes. Okay, so you'll get a half a 3 for Wendell Carter at minus 194. As a parlay piece, you can go to 2 if you're feeling froggy there. Um, Jimmy Butler is in an okay spot. You can look at the 19.5 points. I think that's viable. I think that's viable. And Jalen Suggs at 10.5 points, it's either you want to get there or not. But I'm really, really interested in that 10.5 points. So I'm gonna make it a lean. I lean towards the over 10.5 for Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter can get there in a multitude of ways, man. He can shoot the 3. Just a few putbacks here and there. Bam is a great defender. I can't take nothing from him, but it is what it is, right? So the points wise for him, we can look at he's hit this number in 6 out of his last 10 games. 9 points here, 9 points there, 10 points there. You know what I'm saying? So he's flirting around that area. If you want to tease it down, the same game parlays be my guess. Head to head, he's hit this number in 4 of his last 6 games versus this team. Last time these two teams played, what was this? The 21st, January 21st. He had 21 points, right? Um, 17 points. I'm sorry. Um, the three ball, right? He will step out and shoot the three. His three is sitting at a half a three right now. He's hit a three or better in 5 of his last 6 games versus his team. Last 10 games, he's got 1 3 or better in 9 of his last 10 games. Last 20 games, he's got a 3 or better in 15 or 20 of his last 10, 15 of 20 of his last 20 games, or whatever the fuck you want to say. 17 to 24 in the season, right? So there it is, right? And like I said, you'll get it in a parlay piece at over a half a three. It is what it is, you know. So I would take the over there, right? So let me keep it moving. Minnesota Bulls at Minnesota Timberwolves at my Chicago Bulls, right? So now stand right here in the popular section. Parlay pieces, right? Um, right now, you'll get Rudy Gobert as a parlay piece. But Nikola Vucevic, it's a straight bet here, right? If you think he could get to the double double, you can bet it straight. You can get it straight at minus 115. It's probably the best number you'll get on him all season in a matchup like this versus Rudy Gobert. Um, but I couldn't talk you off that for Rudy Gobert or his regular rebound prop at 13.5. Now, Nikola Vucevic, right? First and foremost, let's talk about his rebounds, right? Um, he's had double-digit rebounds in 7 of his last 10 games, head-to-head in this matchup. Uh, last year, he had 9 rebounds and he had 11 rebounds, right? Uh, so there you have that. I'd imagine last time these two teams played, he had a double-double as well. Yeah, so there it goes. He did have a double-double last time these two teams played. I think he can. I think he can get there, but I'm just gonna stay off of it, right? But what I am looking at him at is the threes, right? Anytime you got anytime you got a good defensive a player down low, something like that, you know, these bigs that can shoot threes will opt to shoot threes, right? So last 2 games these guys played here, he's hit 2 threes, right? Last two times these teams played. Um, the attempts. He went 2 or 3 last time these two teams played, and then before that he had 6 attempts. Right, that's just a sign of like, hey, I don't want to go down there and bang with Rudy Gobert. I'll make Gobert come out here and guard me. Now, last 10 games, he's had at least 1 3 or better in 8 of his last 10 games. So we know this ain't no fluke, right? So it is what it is with that. Now, looking at some of the numbers and where the lines are at, right? Let's take a look. Nikola Vucevic line is at 1.5. This is not an official play. I'll use the 1 3. I'll take the 1 3 for him at in parlay pieces at minus 260. But I'll be straight betting that. I'll be straight betting that 1.5. Right at the plus 200. Right. He's hit 2 threes or better in both games he's played. The last 2 games he played against him. Hey, why not try to make it 3? Right. So he did hit 3 this game. He hit no, why not? He's hit 2 threes or better. Why not try it again? Right? And if you're feeling like you really feeling like you want to be froggy, do they have him in the threes? They got him 3 threes for plus 600, but I don't know if I'll go there, right? But that's what I'm looking at right there. DeMar DeRozan, over a half a 3, that's a parlay piece. Probably won't get there, but he did hit threes versus this team. Um, honorable mention for the 111 is definitely gonna have to be Alex Caruso at a minus 110. I couldn't talk off that number right there. Looking at some of his quad 5 numbers, that's what they call it. It's quad 5 numbers. Do they have it out? Quad 5. He's 8 or 10 to this number. That's that quad 5 prop, right? So he's 8 or 10 to this, right? The last 20 games, he's 12 or 20, right? So he's hitting that frequently. So I couldn't talk over that. And what else, right? I did have pull up some numbers, right? Centers versus Timberwolves game log, right? So the centers that do shoot threes often hit threes versus Rudy Gobert. Um, Alperen Sengun, 1 attempt, 1 3, right? Wendell Carter, 6 attempts, 2 threes. This is another prime example of, hey, this is a tough defensive assignment. Wendell Carter said to himself, I'm gonna step out here and shoot me a few threes. He attempted 6. This was the other day. Other centers that shoot threes, you can put Jaren Jackson at the 5. He went 3 of 6 versus Rudy Gobert. Um, Isaiah Stewart shoots the 3. He went 2 of 5. Daniel Tice, he went 1 for 2. Duarte Brief went 2 for 6. Al Horford went 3 for 6. Maurice Wagner went 1 for 4. And, so on and so forth, right? So, hey, it's just a trend. When people see, when these centers see Rudy Gobert down there, hey, we got to make him cut out. If I can hit that mid-range jump shot or that 3, I'm going to take it. So that's just another advocate for what I like versus for Vucevic versus Rudy Gobert, right? So, and some other things to add to that. On the season, 3 pointers to the center position. Let me see. Where's Minnesota? They right outside the top 10. What about lately, right? Let's say last 15. They keep it on up. Last 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last 16. That's like 1. Last 7 games. Yeah, that's like center shoot threes all the time like that, right? So it is what it is, right? Next game on the docket we'll talk about will be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Jazz, right? So it's a lot of plays in this game. But one play, 2 plays that I've been, uh one play I've been playing a whole lot, and then one play that I play every time these teams play, right? So let's get to it. First and foremost, you guys know what it is. My people that rocked with me all the time, I can't help it. I'm addicted to it, right? Give me the over 1.5 threes for Colin Sexton, right? So I took it already. Right now, last time I checked, I was thinking about sprinkling on it again. So last time I checked it was 1.5 at a -115. Now I see it's a -120. It might vary on certain books, but I'll still take it at a -120. He's hit 2 threes or better in 8 of his last 10 games, 12 of 20, and on the season he's 23 of 51. Right, over 50. No, that's right up under 50%, but it is what it is. Head to head, last time these two teams played on the January 18th. He had 4 threes. He hit 4 threes. So that's pretty good there, right? And like I say, last 10 games, he's 8 of 10 to that number. So next play, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Going right back to the well, right? Laurie Markkinen, rebounds versus this team here. Um, First and foremost, his rebound proposition at 8.5 at -119. He's hit this number in 6 of his last 10 games. Head to head versus his team, he's had 10 rebounds or better in 3 straight games versus this team. So you'll get a double double for him at a +130. Last time I checked, I remember giving this out versus OKC last time, and it was a sweat. And the number was, look at the score, it was 134 to 129. It was a sweat, but he ended up getting there, right? So it is what it is, right? So it's an official play for me, but hey, take what you like, leave what you don't. You know what I'm saying? Leave what you don't. Another thing that I can look at here is at home, John Collins continues to hit at least 1 3, right? So his 3 pointers made is sitting at a half, right? I can filter this. I can go in here to outlier, filter show only home games, and then bam, right? So 7 of his last 10 home games, he's hit a 3. So including versus OKC. Last 20 home games, he's 16 of his last 20 home games, he's hit a 3. So and then on the season, 18 or 22 of his last home games, he's hit a 3. At least 1 3. You'll get that as a parlay piece, right? So they continue to put it up there as a parlay piece as at one, right? So it is what it is, right? So um Shaq Alexander, right? He's another guy that I like. Whenever you got a midget backcourt like the Utah Jazz, I'm gonna like him for the 1-1-1, right? So the quad ones are sitting at for him. Quad ones are going to be sitting at plus 115, right? So let's go take a look at what he's been doing for us lately in that category. So we can look at Shaq Alexander. Um, nope, that's Chet Holmgren. Let's look at Shaq Alexander, and then let's go. Let's close this up, and then let's go to the quad fives, and let's take a look. Right, he's hit this. He hit the quick quad five 6 of his last 10 games. What about head to head versus team? The last time these two teams played, he hit it. He hit it 3 of his last 5 times versus this team. Colin Sexton, uh, um, um, damn, I forget the boy's name. Uh, Shit, the other guard, man. Either way it go, they midgets, right? He's gonna get a chance to block their shots, right? So, you can look at individual defensive props. My thing here is as long as he gets a block, as long as he gets a block, he's gonna hit it, right? Because let's see, last 20 games, he's had a block in 12 of his last 20 games. And we all know he's a thief, right? On the season, let's just say on the season, he's had at least, let me filter this to one steal. So they don't have it, right? So I can just about count this shit. So he's had at least one steal on the season. He's had a steal in every game except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So he's a thief. We know this for sure. So I think he can hit the quad ones. You get that plus 115, and it is what it is, right? So there we go. Last game on the docket here uh, would be the Milwaukee Bucks at Phoenix Suns here. Want to see who's going to be in and out of this game. But I'll save my plays for this one for later, right? Whether we do some live bet, live where we do a live show, or the community, the members section on YouTube, we'll figure it out, right? With that being said, guys, what's that? 22 minutes in the books. Okay, peace out.